everyone, I hope you're all doing well, especially in this very difficult, weird, crazy time right now. I know the majority of people who watch my YouTube videos will probably be in some form of like lockdown or self-isolation, but I hope no matter where you are in the world that you're doing well and staying safe, and if you need to stay home, make sure to stay home. So I was watching my YouTube videos the other day and I saw the get to know me tag that I did. But I love that video, that's one of my favourite videos, so I really wanted to do another one for you. So I'm going to do a get to know me tag self-isolation style. I asked on my Instagram if people wanted to see a get to know me tag or a makeup video, and everyone pretty much voted for the get to know me tag. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do questions that I haven't answered in my previous video, along with different questions that might be a bit to do with what I'm doing right now in self-isolation and everything. So I hope you enjoy. Leave any questions down below and let's get into it. So the first question is, what am I doing to pass the time at the moment? So I love cooking, so I'm cooking a lot. I mean, obviously you run out of ingredients quite quickly and you want to make sure that you can make them last as long as possible. So I'm trying new forms of cooking where you can sort of like keep your ingredients for as long as possible, like not use as many as you normally would. So I'm cooking, I'm doing painting, I have got my hot tub running, which is awesome. It's spent hours like cleaning it out and everything, but it is now ready for the spring and summer, and I'm sitting in my hot tub reading all the time. That's so much fun. Yeah, just like trying to keep up with people, FaceTiming and Skyping people, also trying to do my own work, do lots of social media, try and keep up to date with like YouTube and my hobbies and everything like that. So it's just, I'm sure like anybody, it's just trying to do all your hobbies, but even more than you normally would because you're stuck inside a lot more. So the next question is, what work are you doing at the moment? I think everyone, especially in the UK, I don't think anyone's work hasn't been impacted. Like, even if you're still a key worker and going to work, obviously like your policies has changed, how you've got to act and the like safety measures you have to take, like everyone's has changed in some way. So mine not so much. I do like social media clients and blogging and everything from home, so I'm used to doing that, but obviously I went into an office 3-4 days a week to work for 2 different magazines, and long story short, one of those magazines has been shelved, so a lot of the staff were made furlough for that, and I was one of the staff made furlough. I like completely understand the decision. I don't mind it at all, it didn't upset me at all. I think it's like so many of us, I'm sure watching this, have been made furloughed. Just for those who are watching this who do not know what furloughed means, so furloughed is basically something, and I think it's just the UK government, but tell me if I'm wrong, the UK government will pay 80% of your salary, and then your employer can decide if they want to pay the extra 20%, but they'll pay for 80% of your salary, but in order to do that, you just can't work. Instead of companies, because all companies are struggling financially, I'm sure, during this crisis, instead of people making their employees redundant or firing them or whatever, or having to let go of them so they don't have a job, the UK government came in and said, we'll pay 80% of the salaries if you furlough them. So you're still technically an employee for that company, you're just not doing any work and you're still getting 80% of your salary paid. Some people are getting 100% paid. That's for your employer to decide. So it's a really good move by the government just to make sure people aren't like losing jobs left, right and centre, but I know so many people have been furloughed. So that's basically what happens. You couldn't go off and like find another job because you actually have a job, you're just not doing it, and you're not doing it in order to be paid, which is the most bizarre concept, but you know, it's what we've got to do in this time. So yeah, so during this period of downtime, I'm just trying to like improve my skills and knowledge because I've got a lot of time to do that. So reading up on a lot of things, reading books, everything, just trying to learn more every day, but also try and do more of my hobbies, try and make YouTube videos, you know, work with different companies. Obviously a lot of people aren't running their companies right now, so especially as an influencer, I know influencers are struggling because most businesses will have shut down, and it's not, you know, influencer marketing isn't like at its peak right now, but I'm sure once this crisis is over it will start to get better and it will pick up. So I think all of us, every single one of us, no matter what job we have, we just have to weather the storm. I'm actually really enjoying it. Like, I think I'm not someone you have to worry about during this time. I'm a homebody, I like being at home, I like doing things at home. And like my social media you can do all the time. So even though I'm not doing it for as many companies as before, you can basically just take those companies and then do it 10 times more than you normally would. Like, social media is something that never like sits still or stops going. So that's why it's great for me being in social media. You could always be doing something. So even if like a client's like, oh, I don't need anything this week because, you know, we've shut down or whatever it is, you can just on my own social media or anyone else's, take up more, do more, come up with more ideas, just like plan. I'm also going to try and make an online social media course. So anyone who's like either struggling during this time and wants to know how to best utilize social media during the coronavirus outbreak, I can teach them that, or when the coronavirus outbreak is over, I could do a course on, you know, what people can be doing as they get back into it and to get their business sort of going again, how they can use social media for that. So I'm coming up with that course right now, so that should be something to look out for, definitely. Next question is, how dressed up are you getting? So I wasn't getting dressed up at all. I was just in sweatpants and like a hoodie all day and no makeup, hair in a bun, and I really didn't enjoy it. You know, like I love fashion, I love beauty, I really like getting dressed up, and I was getting kind of like stir crazy over it. So now every single day, like, I take a shower in the mornings, brush my hair, leave my hair down, try and put a little bit of makeup on, even though I literally just go out and sit in the garden. It's just a nice thing to do. It makes you feel better. So like when I'm FaceTiming people, like I FaceTime people every day, you know, I've got a bit of makeup on, it makes me feel like a little bit more positive. And that's the thing, if sitting in sweatpants and having your hair in a bun makes you feel totally cool, then that's totally fine, because you're not seeing anyone and it wouldn't be a problem really anyway. But if you feel good putting on makeup and you want to do that, then do that. I just sort of fall in the middle. Sometimes I'm wearing makeup, sometimes I'm not. Right now I'm dressing up, obviously, unless you want to see a sweatpants on the sofa eating Doritos video, and I can do that, that would be pretty wild. So I didn't want to make this all about coronavirus and the pandemic and everything and make it seem like a little bit negative, because I'm sure you've all heard it, we've all been talking about it so much. So I'm just going to do general get to know me questions now you've heard a little bit about what I'm doing during the global pandemic. So first one, what personality traits do you dislike in others? I dislike people who are mean. I really don't like people who are mean, because there's no reason to be mean. Like, to me, being mean is like saying something harsh for no reason. I think that if you do want to say something that's maybe like negative, you definitely have to phrase it in the right way. I don't really like people who are just like mean. I think there's no need for it. I don't like mean people. I don't like rude people, because I think it's so easy to say please and thank you and smile and be polite. So I don't really like rude people. Yeah, I would say just like any sort of like arrogance as well, like any sort of I'm mean and I'm rude and you just sort of have like a chip on your shoulder, you're just like, you don't treat people with the most respect that you could. Those are really traits that I don't like. I think that the most important thing for me is to be kind and friendly and polite, and if I want to be remembered for anything, it's being kind and friendly and polite. So when people aren't that, I'm like, I can't quite understand it as well, because I would never be like that. Like, I would never say anything mean to anyone. So it's something that I don't understand, nor do I like. I also don't like, this is a weird one, something that really gets me a bit annoyed is when people are like really disrespectful about other people. Like, especially one I hate is when men are really disrespectful about women, like the way they talk about them. I really don't like that. Or they'll talk about a female in their life in like almost like kind of like a disrespectful way when they're not around, and I think some people think that's like quite cool and showing off, and I really like, I'm so impressed with that. I think like if you have a woman in your life and you're gonna go talk about her in a group with other people, it should be like in a really respectful way. I think that's really important. I guess the reason that it annoys me more is that if you have to go through my Instagram inbox every single day, like I definitely get a lot of messages, and obviously people know I can get up to like 50 new messages a day. A lot of them are from men, and a lot of them just aren't at all respectful. So I think it's something that's a bit more annoying for me, because I see it on a daily basis on my phone, and then when I have to experience it in real life, I'm like, come on, please just be a gentleman, be respectful. I think that there's no harm. Like, the way they jump into my inbox, listen, I don't have to tell you what they say, but it's not super respectful. I think there's literally no harm in being like, hey Clara, how are you? I hope you're having a nice day. You look nice. Like, whatever it is, there's no harm in doing that. So I think, yeah, not being respectful to women, either if that's like going into their inbox, talking about them when they're not there, or even just like to their face, don't like it. I don't like it. But I think we can all be respectful. It's not just a thing like men to women. It's just the one that I experience all the time is men speaking to me, maybe not in the most respectful way in my inbox. And I love it when I see a man being really respectful in real life, because I don't experience that so much online. But definitely, like, I'm not a critical person, so I'm not going to be constantly like nitpicking at like, oh, I don't like this characteristic, or I don't like that characteristic. I'm not that kind of person. So just be who you want to be, just be polite and be respectful and be kind, and I'll really like you. Like, just be nice. Yeah. Stay at home or go out. Definitely stay at home. Even if we weren't in the stay at home global pandemic phase, I'd still want to stay at home. I love being at home. I love like literally just like relaxing on the sofa, watching TV, watching box sets, painting, cooking. I love being at home. Like, I have been protecting the NHS for 24 years prior to this global pandemic. What is your full name? So my full name is Clara Diana George. I am not named after the princess for Diana. I'm named after my grandma, my granny, who is called Diana. So there you go. The next question was, who are you named after? So Clara, not really anyone. George, well, that's my last name, so you can't really name that after anyone. And Diana after my granny. Where were you born? I don't know if I said actually where I was born over on here. I was born in Basingstoke, and then moved to Switzerland soon afterwards. So I was born in Basingstoke. That's in the UK for those of you who are from different countries and wouldn't maybe know that. What are your best characteristics? Like I said this before, I think my best characteristics is like always being nice and friendly and polite. I think that's so important. I pride myself on that. I like the fact that I'm determined. I like the fact that I like never give up and try and work really, really hard. I like the fact that I'm like silly and naive. Like, I know people not tease me for it, that like it's endearing, but I like the fact that I'm silly and naive because I just think I go about the world like that's real positively, like not really paying attention to a lot, and I actually think it's like quite a cool characteristic, like the fact that I'm not like so insanely 100% serious that I'm like constantly focusing on like the negative or really serious things. I'm actually like quite silly most of the time. And I like my hair, and I've said this in the last Get to Know Me tag, I like my hair and my eyes and my lips. They're all very Espanol. They're all quite Spanish. And I like the like dark features, even though my hair's a bit lighter right now. But yeah, those characteristics, I hope that's not too boastful or anything. Those are just genuinely like the characteristics that I like about myself. I'm sure we can pick loads of negative ones. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? Right, so I've only asked my dad this ever. My dad is Cornish and Devonian, but he says he's just Cornish. And he says that he would have named me Piran because it's like a Cornish name. So yeah, he said Piran, but I don't know if my mum would have allowed that. And I'm a girl, so we don't have to find out. What is your biggest accomplishment? I would say my biggest accomplishment is just like defying like the critics when I was younger. Is that like the right way to phrase it? Like, is that the right word even? I don't know. And basically like people were very critical of me when I was, I mean, people can always be critical, can't they? But people were very like judgmental of what I wanted to do in life when I was younger, and I was like, I want to achieve all these things, and everyone was literally like, not gonna happen. Like, I was teased in school, I was teased by friends, I was even teased by people I was like dating. Like, they would literally be like, you're not going to achieve that. And I went out and achieved it all. Like, there's not one thing that I was thinking when I was 16, like, I want to achieve that, and I haven't ended up sort of like achieving it in some form or going towards that path, or even if I haven't achieved it yet, I'm on like the route to achieving that. And that's my biggest accomplishment. It's like, no matter what anyone said about me, I just like fought through it, and I've like really achieved so many of my goals, and I've done it all, and I can't wait to just keep achieving more. But I think I do that because I'm determined, but like I try and stay grounded and modest, and I never take anything for granted. What is your eye colour? Brown. What is the most important thing in your life? Happiness, for sure. Who's your favourite celebrity? Matt LeBlanc, for sure. I love Matt LeBlanc. He's so awesome. Like, Friends is my favourite show, and I love Joey, and I just can't get enough of Matt LeBlanc. Like, I also love like Jennifer Aniston, like anyone Friends cast, I love. And that's pretty much it. Like, I love anyone Friends cast, and then favourite movie is like Monsters Inc. So if Sully was a real life character, like a real life person, then Sully would be my favourite celebrity. But he's made up, isn't he? He's not like a real person. And I know that like Matt LeBlanc is Joey, but he's like actually a real human being who was on the show. Am I rambling? I don't know. But essentially, Matt LeBlanc is the best one. What's your favourite holiday destination? I really want to go to like Italy again. I've been to Italy quite a few times. I love Italy. I like Spain. I like just like hot regions, but I really still love favourite places. My parents' like house in France, like it's like a little, it's like a resort. Like they've got like the pool and my room overlooks the pool and it's just so nice. Like if I could go there all the time I would. But it's in a little hamlet, so I feel like if you need that social interaction, if you need to go out shopping and everything, it's not the best place to live, like because it's so sort of rural and isolated. But I love it then. I keep inviting people there and then, you know, global pandemics come about and I can't do it anymore. What's your favourite type of clothing? Dresses and skirts for sure. Like people always go, why do you always wear dresses and skirts? Aren't you cold? No, I'm not cold! Stop asking it. I'm not cold and I like dresses and skirts. What's the name of your favourite restaurant? Oh, I don't know. Like, okay, so if we're in Geneva, like Molino's, it's a place like in the main like Place Square. In Geneva, like Molino's, is so nice. I used to go there all the time as a teenager. I like Cote, which is in Exeter. I live close to Exeter, so that's really nice. I like somewhere like a little bit French. I like somewhere where there's like steak and meat. I like somewhere where there's like red wine. Like, I don't know, I think there's so many nice places. But yeah, those are two that I really like. What's your favourite social media channel? Instagram, but I love YouTube. Facebook is fun, but yeah, I'd say Instagram first, maybe YouTube second. I'm really enjoying YouTube. I think making videos is awesome. It's so much fun. What was your least favourite subject in high school? High school, that's very American, but I'm kind of like a tiny bit Americanized, so yeah, high school. I would say maths for sure. Just not good at maths. Listen, God can't make you good at everything. Like, God knew I'd be too good if he also made me good at maths. I'm kidding. I'm obviously kidding. No, yeah, so maths. I just can't get it. And also, like, when am I gonna, like, be in real life and I'm gonna be like, Pythagoras theorem will solve this entire situation. Hold back. I'm gonna get my Pythagoras theorem out to solve this complex life issue. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, I've never done that before, so maths. Because I've also felt like, why am I trigonometrying? And I'm never going to use it in real life. And you know what? I've never used it in real life. I just want to say that. Are you scared of heights? For sure, yeah, I'm very scared of heights. Are you high maintenance? I maintain myself. Don't you worry. Are you a dog person or a cat person? You know, in my last video, I said dog person, no way, cats are really distant. But I've started to love cats more. I really love cats more. So I think both. But I'd obviously, if I had the choice, I'd go for a dog, for sure. This is a harsh question. What aspect of your life needs tremendous improvement? That's a bit harsh. Tremendous. Not just improvement. Tremendous improvement. Maybe like how fast I can run? Is that really random? No, so what I'm trying to improve on right now is my like 10k distance time. So that's something that I could improve on. I don't think it needs tremendous improvement, but I'm always trying to decrease the time that it takes me to run like 5-10k all the time. That's something that could do with some improvement. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in your life? Pass. I have absolutely no idea what's the weirdest thing. Is that like a weird movie? Tiger King? Is anyone like, what is going on? I'm only on episode 3, but I'm confused what's going on. It's very bizarre. So maybe Tiger King at the moment. Do you prefer kissing or cuddling? Ah! I don't really want to talk about that on my YouTube. I'm sorry. Like, you know, like my relatives could watch this, so can I pass that question, please? Oh my god, am I going red? I don't even know. Oh my god, I'm like 12 again. Do you have any pets? If yes, show them to us. Yes, I've got 2 pets. In my last video I didn't have 2 pets. I have 2 bunnies. One's called Fudge and one's called Oreo. I will like try and insert a photo or a video of them. Fudge is like, he will burn down your house and destroy your life. Like, he is an angry bunny. He's like a typical teenage boy. He's like, leave me alone, don't touch me. But he's really cute. So you want to pick him up and you want to give him a cuddle, but he's literally like, get away from me. Like, that's definitely his vibe. Oreo is the sweetest little girl ever. She's black and white and she's so cute and she will cuddle you for hours. She is the cutest little bunny ever. So Fudge and Oreo, like complete opposites, polar opposites, but they love each other so much and they'll always be cuddling together, and they'll always like give each other kisses, like they wash each other. They're so cute. Polar opposites, but madly in love. They're husband and wife. Do you have a best friend? If so, then who? I'd say I have lots of best friends. There's lots of people I call best friends, but I'd say, like, I live between Switzerland, France and England. Obviously I live in England more, most of the time I do. In France we live in a hamlet, so I don't really have any friends there. I haven't made any new friends there. In Switzerland, I would say my closest Swiss friend is called Vicky and my closest English friend is called Ryan. So I'd say Vicky and Ryan are my best friends, but I have tons of other people who I'd consider like best friends, really close to and everything, so it doesn't mean that that's like my exhaustive list of best friends, but they're just like the two closest in each respective country, and then I have no friends in France. Who sent you the last text message you received? Let's have a look. Vodafone. Guys, I'm so popular. Who was your very first boyfriend, girlfriend? I don't really know. Because you know when you're like in year 7 and they're like, oh, can I be your boyfriend? You're like, okay. And then you never talk to each other and you send your friends over to talk to them and like send them messages. And then one time that after like a year of dating, they'll like organise this thing in like the park, and they'll be like, or in the playground, and they'll be like, oh, you need to hold hands now. And it's like this organised thing, and all his friends have organised it and all your friends have been like chatting about it, and then you come up to each other and you hold hands, and it's like, what am I talking about? I don't know who my first boyfriend or girlfriend was. I'm sure there was someone where I like would hold hands with once a year. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you who my first like boyfriend girlfriend was. Who was your first celebrity crush? Taylor Lautner. Oh yeah, Taylor Lautner. My style has completely changed from Taylor Lautner. Like Taylor Lautner is like young, like maybe my age, a year or two older, like a buff, massive six-pack, so buff, tan, and it's just not my vibe anymore, like not at all. My vibe is like, I don't love the six-pack, like I actually like more of like a natural body, like yeah, they're maybe like healthy, but they're more natural. Like I don't like six-pack or like buff, or it shows that they go to the gym. It's just not my thing as much. I like more natural. I like older, not my age, I like older. And I like them more like really intelligence and like class is attractive. Not like just, oh, he's got a six-pack, I love him. It's not my style at all anymore. Now like my celebrity crush would be like Tom Hiddleston, because he's older, he's attractive, he's intelligent, he wears a lot of suits. Oh, yeah, I love a suit on an older gentleman. Like that is very attractive. What is your star sign? Scorpio. What is something that amazes you? Like people being really kind to each other, like kind acts of stuff. Like I think like romantic acts too amaze me. Like I think if you're super romantic to each other, that's amazing. What is your ideal first date? I would actually say, like, some people say this is a bit too hardcore for like a first date. Wow, you're probably all wondering what I'm gonna say. No, because some people are like, oh, you should only go for like coffee on your first date or like a walk. I like going out to dinner. I would say going out to dinner and having like this really nice meal with wine, and you just like talk for ages and you get to know each other. That's a great first date, I'd say. That is like the ideal first date, isn't it? Like sitting down, maybe getting like a burger or like a steak, you know, like maybe in like a French restaurant by like the lake or the sea. Oh yeah, that's a good ideal first date. Which animals scare you? Spiders, maybe? I don't know, because you don't know what spiders are thinking. They've got 8 legs and they can chase after you 4 times as fast than you can run away. That is terrifying. I don't know, and you don't know what they're thinking. They might be thinking like, I want to murder this human, or they might literally just be sitting there thinking like, I like pizza. Like you just don't know what they're thinking. You don't know if they're evil or not. That's the problem. And they can chase you 4 times faster than you can run away. That's a problem as well. What are some of your bad habits? I don't have any bad habits. No, I'm kidding, I have bad habits. My bad habits is stealing people's food. This sounds so bad. But like honestly, like if someone has like, yeah, if someone has like leftover food, then I might like steal it. Oh my god, that sounds so mean. But like if I'm living with someone, like I've done it in the past, I've done it with my family, they might like open a packet of sweets or something, and they might leave it in the cupboard and be like, I can't wait to have that packet of sweets, and I've like stolen some. In the meantime, they're like, why is my packet of sweets so low? And I'm like, don't know. Like, that's probably a bad habit, like taking food when I shouldn't. Pick one, chatting or phone call. Like, I'm sure that means like messaging. Depends who. Messaging. Pick one, cheat or be cheated on. Oh my god, that's so brutal. Be cheated on? I don't know. Pick one, chicken or beef. Beef? Pick one, Coke or Pepsi. Coke. Pick one, exceptional strength or intelligence. Intelligence. Pick one, forgiveness or vengeance. Forgiveness. Free healthcare or free education. Free healthcare? Halloween or Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day. I'm a romantic. Kill or be killed? What is with these questions? I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not even going to entertain these thoughts. Summer or winter? Summer. Vanilla or chocolate? Vanilla. Okay. Unpopular opinion. I don't love chocolate. I know. Listen, okay. I like chocolate. Like, I like dairy milk. I like milk chocolate. I don't like chocolatey flavoured things. Like, I like chocolate. I was like, if I got a box of chocolates, down with that. But I don't like chocolate. Like, I don't like chocolate flavoured cake. I don't really like chocolate flavoured ice cream. Like, I don't like chocolate flavoured things. I'd rather pick any other flavour. Like, I like vanilla over it. I like even like banana over it. Like, I was going wild for banana ice cream a couple weeks back. Banana ice cream. Chocolate flavoured things ain't the best. So that's that. Don't love chocolate. But don't mind chocolate bars or chocolates. Don't like chocolate flavoured things. Vanilla is the answer to that question. What city did you grow up in? Genève, but outside of Genève, like, let's just say Genève. And last question, what's the furthest from home you've ever been? Depends what you consider home. I grew up in Switzerland, so if you take it from Switzerland, the US, when I went to New York or when I went to Denver, something like that. So there you go. I have answered so many questions. You're probably bored of hearing my voice. I hope you're all staying well. Make sure to stay inside. Make sure to stay safe. Try and get exercise. Try and continue with your hobbies. And if you want me to make any more videos, then leave a comment down below and I'll have a think. I'm going to try and do as many videos as I can during this lockdown period. But other than that, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!